Hello everyone, give me a few minutes to set everything up and I will be right there. Hello everyone. Okay, I think I'm ready with everything. Let me fix this here. Um, I am uh charging currently. I forgot to charge my headphones, of course, and they are in dire need of charging because they have like 10%. It's gonna be a little bit hard to read your guys' messages, but hey, I can turn. This cable is very short, so it's tugging a little bit, but I think I can. I think I can read your messages. Okay, let me set my water aside for now until I drink my tea. Of course, I forgot to log into YouTube in OBS. Mm-mm-mm. Give me 1 second to see if I can even do it from here. Where is it? I will try to have a timestamp in the description for when the actual stream starts, just because today I needed a few more minutes to get everything in order. There we go. It should be here, and we should be able to. Of course, I need to put in my password. Yeah, okay. I will do this some other time. I do have all my panels on the laptop, so it should be fine. It should be okay. Um, Things are a little bit up in the air in this one, by the way. In case you didn't notice, expect some chaotic vibes this time. But I have prepared things, that's why. So I prepared some extra stuff compared to other times. But let's start with our, tiny just chatting section with the tea, because I did make my peppermint tea. It's a new brand, so I do not know what this one is going to taste like. Good morning. Hello, hello, Chuk. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good day so far. A good start to your weekend. Let me see if I can make our overlay work, because it would be a little bit important for this one to work. However, I did update the overlay, so the overlay that shows your guys' messages from the chat, I did update it. And unfortunately, I forgot to save the settings that I had previously. So we're gonna get the default colors and everything, which I'm gonna have to change for next stream. Yeah, things are just a little bit chaotic today. There we go. Here it should be able to draw from these actually no, because I'm not logged in. It's not. Damn it. Okay. We're gonna do the following thing because the overlay is very important. Let me go back into my starting soon screen so that you don't see any passwords getting typed, which shouldn't happen, just in case. And let me see if I can actually log into YouTube with OBS. Okay, it should be from here. Just give me 1 minute, guys, and then I promise we're actually starting the stream. Okay, there we go. Where is that one? You know when you have to type in passwords under pressure and you get them wrong? That's me right now. Okay, done. We are signed in. It went well. I just woke up. Both girls had a sleepover, so I can only hang out for a little. Once the girls wake up, I need to go into mom gear. I perfectly get it. Hey, being a mom comes first always, right? That's the first thing. Take your time. I'm sorry you are having issues. It's not so much issues as I had very little energy this morning, and usually I prepare a bit ahead of time, you know. Now I only had an hour to do everything, and then I didn't have space on the drive anymore because I record my streams, to be able to use them later. I didn't have the space on my drive. I had to fix that. There were so many issues that just, I guess, did keep popping up. There we go. Okay. Now it is drawing messages, so that is good. I don't know what they looked like. I will see if you write again. I hope the sleepover was fun. Sleepovers tend to be fun, right? For kids and teenagers specifically. Okay, let me go back to charging the headphones, to being tied down here. There we go. I was in and out of the room because I kept getting stuff, and I'm so warm right now. I I really warmed up. If I start sweating a lot, it's because of that. Um, okay, so here we have our palia. It's gonna serve as background for a little bit while we properly get into today's stream. Uh, 13 minutes later, but you know, I try to be as punctual as possible for streams, but sometimes it just doesn't work out, and my uh poor time management shows. This mint tea tastes interesting. This is a different brand. It's kind of a little bit sweeter than the other ones I'm used to. It's quite good. I like it. Um, okay, for today, we're gonna do something a little bit different because I wanted this stream to be more interactive. So I've decided to do the thing that me and Mark call the questions game. So let me tell you a bit about that, and I will also give you context. We went out last night for a sit-down dinner. Lol, it was a little embarrassing. It got a little loud. No, you're totally fine. It happens sometimes. Thank you for understanding. And I can imagine. I can imagine. It must have felt weird for you, right, to be there with them. And I can imagine it's loud too. Yes. Oof. If it's one thing kids and teenagers are, it's loud. Which, you know, nothing wrong with that per se, but it can get a little I can get a little bit bothered by that as well sometimes. So not so much bothered, but it can be a bit tiring, isn't it? To have so much noise around. So yeah. Oh, embarrassing moments are just I think there's such a part of parenthood. Let's go, you're excited to learn your game. It's actually a very simple thing. It's not necessarily we termed it like that, but it's not necessarily a game. But let me give you a bit of context. So, um, I came up with this idea because this morning I was so tired, so fatigued that I was wondering, can I stream? And I was dreading the possibility of not being able to stream because I had to postpone Wednesday's stream as well. So Wednesday's stream happened on Thursday. Similar reasons, I was very, very fatigued because it's that time of the month for me. It's my period, and sometimes it's such a pain in the ass. Some months it's fine, but some other months it's like a major pain in the ass. Um, And because I didn't want to give up streaming, I was like, what am I gonna do? I feel so much brain fog. I think I'm not gonna be able to come up with things to say so that the stream can be, not just me not saying anything and not being interactive at all. So then I came up with the idea of let me write questions, questions that could help us, get to know each other a bit better. They're very simple, random questions. And some lore about that is this is how me and Mark got very close because we were playing our ghost hunting game, and I came up with this idea of while there's not much happening in the game, we should ask each other questions that would allow us to get to know each other better. And I think that was such a major bonding experience for us. Um, it just you know how most couples get to know each other over like years and years. I feel like we got to know so much about each other in the first months of dating that hey, it's a very useful tool. And especially since I'm not a person that likes small chat, this tends to help by making it easier to bring up topics like very randomly. So yeah, I wrote down some questions for us to answer. For I can answer it. There's no pressure for anyone, by the way. Just if you feel like answering a question, do so. If not, you can just listen in. That is perfectly valid as well. It did enable us to connect and learn a lot about each other. Yes, it did. It did. Hey, I had a good idea back then. I used to do this with some friends too, so I had a little bit of practice. But it is fun. And again, it's stuff that doesn't really come up in conversations, normally. So um yeah. But first we're gonna do the tea. You know what? Actually, we can start with the question just to show you kind of what types of questions there are. So the first thing I wrote was, "That's so sweet for you too. Thank you, thank you." I think it's an atypical way of starting a relationship, but it worked so well for us. um, okay, so the first question I wrote here is, what are the things you use to comfort or soothe yourself? And for example, for me, that would be I have a blanket on me at all times. Actually, it's a robe, but I use it as a blanket sometimes. It's a robe that belonged to my grandmother. I was very, very attached to my grandma. Unfortunately, she's not alive anymore. Um, but this is the one thing that I have left from her, and it's like a very comforting object for me. It really, really helps me. Whether I'm anxious or I just want to be cozy, I rely on this. I call it my blankie, but it is a legitimate rope, actually. So it would be that, and it would be teas. Teas are also, for me, they're something that really comfort me. As long as they're warm. I don't know if I have any other object that is a comfort object. I don't think so. I don't think so. Back when I was a teenager, I used to love plushies and I used to sleep with plushies. But, that sort of becomes a socially unacceptable thing from a point onwards. And unfortunately, I gave them up. But I think I would still. You know what? I need to buy plushies to sleep with them again. Um, because nowadays I'm just of that mindset of it doesn't really matter what age you are. What helps comfort you is what helps you. It's valid. Um, so I'm not as bothered about it's not an adult thing to do. Doesn't matter. I like them. They suit me. I'll use them. But yeah, it is a little bit problematic though because I am allergic to dust. And plushies do gather dust like crazy, so I might have to buy plushies that you can wash. That's what I'm gonna do. That you can put in the washing machine. Smart idea. I need to keep that in mind. Music helps you a lot when you're stressed. Right. Um, in what way do you think? I mean, do you choose your music based on mood, or is it the same music that helps you no matter the mood you're in? Uh, I love that you were super close to your grandma, and I have two girls. Plushies are everywhere. I bet. I bet. It's a full house, right? And they're teenagers, yeah. For me, it's the Bible and gaming streams, right? The Bible is such, faith in general can be such a comfort to people, isn't it? Because it really, I think it allows you to just not feel alone with your struggles, and I feel like that's so important. That's such an amazing support system. And gaming streams, that's also a great thing. Same. Chuck, you're right. Streams are a comfort for me too. There are moments where I don't really have the energy to do anything. I don't have the energy to play something myself or watch like series or something like that. And then I just turn on, usually cozy streams are a big thing for me. Sometimes they're gaming, sometimes they're like chatting, but yeah, you're right. That's also a big thing for me. Mark, what kind of music? I will let him answer. You know that moment where I know the answer, and I'm itching to say, but no, 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 I'm gonna let him. Um, but I am gonna tell you this anecdote that I think I've said this before on streams, but I was listening to K-pop when I met Mark. I still do listen to K-pop, but back then I was so embarrassed about it. And he asked me what I listened to, and I was like, oh, should I tell him? Should I not? But I did tell him. And then he was like, "Oh, really? Do you like BTS?" I also like listen to BTS sometimes, and we um from that point onwards, it was just so easy for me to open up about everything because I knew that if he doesn't judge me for this particular thing that some people do judge about, I'm safe with this person. Just any kind, really. Most of the time, if I need to distress, it would be calm gaming soundtracks. Hey, I would have been wrong if I answered that. I didn't know. See, I didn't know you listen to calm gaming soundtracks. I'm learning a new thing about you. What soundtracks from what game? Yup, differently cozy, but there's the streamer makes a difference. Yes, right? It's the vibe that the streamer comes with. Mark, that's awesome. I agree. That's so awesome. See, I didn't know that. And now I'm curious, what games? I love game soundtracks so much. Um, for me, it's mostly fantasy RPGs. I love The Witcher 3 soundtrack. It's probably one of my favorites. Oh yeah, I love movie soundtracks as well. They tend to be so atmospheric, right? And sometimes I just need that vibe that you don't really get with it's still music, but with regular music. Um, yeah. Music is just amazing too. It's I feel like have phases with music. Sometimes I listen to a lot of music non-stop. I have to have music on at all times. And other periods I don't really listen to music at all. I feel like I'm in my no music period of time, which is Zelda game soundtrack, right. See, I haven't played Zelda, but I know that the soundtrack is very soothing because I came across it when I was listening to soundtracks. It's really calming when you play, so you also play Zelda. Um, I've seen that it's a game that's very centered around exploration and it's so chill. You can do anything you want. It's a very, very nice concept. I think there's a reason why Zelda games are so big. Uh, Zelda, those are the what's the word? They're the acronyms from the actual Zelda games, right? What Breath of the Wild was that one of them, and the other one I don't know what that is. But yeah, from Breath of the Wild, that's the soundtrack I heard. I don't know what the other one is. It must be a previous Zelda game. The soundtrack from Chrono Trigger is good. Zelda is amazing. Right, you played Zelda as well. I remember you told me about that. I haven't heard of Chrono Trigger. What genre is that? Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. I see. Okay. See, you can tell I haven't played the games because someone who who plays them, I bet, knows all the acronyms. Tears of the Kingdom. Is that a previous? Which one is the last one? I don't even know. It's an RPG. It's quite old. Gold. Hey, it can be both old and gold. Both at the same time. Mark, I never heard of the game. Me neither. It's the first time. Um, Mark is very knowledgeable when it comes to video games, by the way. Old ones, new ones. He just because it's an interest of his, he keeps track of them better than I do, actually. Let me show you my progress as well while I finish sipping on my tea. Okay, this is as much progress as I could make with Einar. I'm seriously almost done with Einar in both ways, because progressing him is just so slow. But I think I was at the middle of 2 when I started, like from last stream. So I hope that we can start his quest this stream. Um, Hodari gave me the quest for his medal. We're gonna do that this stream. So did Tamala. I got a mail. I didn't check it yet, but I know she also gave me the quest. Sifu's almost 4. So close. So that will allow me to get Hassian's medal. And Subira is as close to 3 as I was able to get her. Um, but yeah, I did manage to log in a few times, so it helped. I think I logged in like 4 times total since last stream to talk to everyone, gift. It is, it's coming along. It's definitely coming along. I did click on, well, when I opened the mail to check if I got Tamala's mail, Hodari already gave me the quest, so I have to meet him at the Temple of the Waves. I believe that's his pin quest. But let me check. Perhaps. It doesn't say it will give me romance, but I think this is the one. Where have you been hanging their pictures? I haven't yet. I haven't yet. So, can you hang the pins? I didn't even know. I just dumped them in my storage. But hey, I need to then. It's a good idea. Where should I put them? I feel like, okay, hear me out. If I can hang the pins, then the person I choose as my favorite, or the two people I pin will be in my bedroom, and the rest I will put in the aquarium room. I think that's how I'll go about it. Just to, make the ones with the pins more important. If it works like that, I need to check. Also, let me replenish some of my focus. Not that. I should use the food. I still have food that's taking up spaces. There we go. Well, in the meantime, while I still sip, let me see another question that I wrote down. Ooh, this one might make us hungry or get cravings. Should I ask it or should I skip it? Hey, I think I'm safe because I have something in my fridge that I can eat if I get cravings. Uh, but if anyone wants to skip the food question, we can. Also, where have you kept their pictures, by the way? Give me some inspiration. You are not sure you dumped their pins in storage as well, but you should have gotten pictures as well. I see. I see. Have you built pins for them yet? No. I didn't even know you could do that. So, man, I have a lot more to experience than I thought I did then. Because, okay. Oh, look, I need relationship level 4 to get the pictures, I think, for most of them. So we're gonna need to get level 4 for this. See, because I see the picture there, and I'm not sure when I can create my own pin for them. But that's gonna be interesting. Ooh, that's exciting. But yeah, the pictures, I think for all of them they're at level 4. And the one that yeah, Tish is the closest to level 4. You put mine to decorate my kitchen? That's a good idea too. Wherever you're missing paintings, I think it's a good idea to just put them there. And I bet they're really pretty. Because otherwise we only have landscape type pictures. But like this, we have some portraits too, which is good. Good for variety. Um, okay, so since Hodari is here, let me quickly talk to him. Yeah, let me run to them, talk to them soon. And in the meantime, I will ask you my question, which is, what's your favorite dessert? If you were to pick one. I actually have mine in the freezer. I can make some today, which is I love lava cake, chocolate lava cake, and I can just what did I just mark here? Oh, I think it was supposed to be Hodari. Uh, yeah, I like buying lava cakes from supermarkets because
Been
I'm not.
missing you.
You have to be such a good baker to be able to make lava cake at home because it's legitimately a hard thing to bake. So I just buy the supermarket ones and they're good enough. I'm sure they're not as good as the gourmet versions, but they work. Um,
Yeah. Mm. Mm. See you later, darling.
okay. Let me talk to Sifu and Subira very
You seen my
fast.
boy anywhere? Huh?
I think
Ah,
right now I'll just focus on
you're a
getting
pretty good listener.
everyone's pins, and then in between streams I'll get their levels as close to 4 as possible. Donuts are MVP. I miss the donuts there. Did I tell you that we have no donut shop left in my city? And I mean that. Like, can you listen? Can you imagine living in a city where you don't have access to donuts unless you make them? It's mind-blowing, really. But it's true. We had 3 donut shops. They all closed down in the past year and a bit. So I think we just don't want to buy donuts here. Oh, that's a hard one. I really love frozen eclairs, but a good caramel apple never fails. I've never tried caramel apple pie. Never tried it. I bet it's such a good taste. But eclairs, my mom loves eclairs. It's one of her favorite things. My dad as well because um my parents are very much vanilla lovers. Well, I'm more chocolate. Well, mom is both, to be fair. Mom doesn't discriminate between the two. She loves both vanilla and chocolate. But dad is team vanilla, I am team chocolate. Mom meets us in the middle. I didn't want to talk to Red. I wanted to go up to Subira. I assure you we are here to help, not to punish, not to mention the amount of paperwork required to make arrests. For every small mistake would tower higher than the Kilima Mountains, I bet. Okay, I can imagine that. They probably have to fill out pages for every tiny mistake. Um, should I go to... Did I reach level 3 with Sifu? She was so close. Sifu, what you doing? Couldn't you give me that 0.1%? Why are we doing this? Now I have to wait until the next day so I can talk to Hassian so he can give me his pin. Luckily, as I was preparing, for the stream, in the possibility that like, what do I do if I don't have energy? I did regain my energy, so there's that. So you might see that I'm energetic. That's because it came back. That's good. I mean, I rested. I napped quite a long time. I napped for like, I was in bed for like an hour and a half this morning to help with that. And it did help a lot. I do need to be careful because sometimes I feel like I will get my energy back and I will push myself to do things and then I am completely drained afterwards. So I should deep breaths, calm down, not be super energetic so that I have energy left for the entire day if possible. Because I don't know. I feel like I'm like a firework sometimes. I burn very bright and all of a sudden, and then no more energy afterwards. Okay, so I think we're gonna go meet Hodari in the Temple of the Waves in the meantime. Which one was the Temple of the Waves? Well, it was in Bahari for one. Also, if you have any, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them as well. I have some more prepared, and I will go through them, throughout the entire stream. And also, this stream is going to be a bit shorter. That is just, again, even though I feel like I have energy, I know I'm at a point where I shouldn't overdo it because I am playing with fire a little bit. I in the past like year, I've really learned how to deal with these fatigue bouts. Um, and I know the theory much better than the practice at the moment, but yeah, I know I have to be very mindful about what I'm doing in those days when I feel very fatigued. Um, so what I'm gonna do is keep the stream to 2 hours instead of 3 today, and I will try to make it up in a different stream. And that is also because, so after I end the stream, I promised that I made a promise to my Twitch audience as well that I'm gonna stream Sacred. And I feel like doing 3 hours here and then like 2 extra hours in there is gonna be way, way too tiring. So I'm trying to keep it at like 2 hours plus maybe an hour and a bit there. Oh, definitely, you know your body. Thank you for understanding. I I'm starting to know it, but I didn't for a long time, and even now, sometimes I'll be out socializing and I will be, talking normally, and it will only be after I leave the interaction that I feel how tired I really am. Like tiredness just hits me like a wave afterwards. So I still have to learn to identify when I'm tired in the moment, if that makes sense. I'm not so good at that. Um, yeah, I have to work on it. We always have to work on something, don't we? Like, it's always a journey. But I did make a lot of progress lately. I will say that much. I used to not have boundaries at all. And I have the really bad tendency of making promises to people because I will make promises when I feel energetic, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll help you out with that. I will do that. I'll do this." And then fatigue hits. I can't do those things, and I just set myself up to disappoint those people and then feel guilty myself for something that's completely out of my control. So I need to stop making promises. I really need to do that. No more promises. I need to be like, I'll see how I feel. I think that's the smart thing to do in my case when energy levels fluctuate. Okay, which one was the Temple of the Waves? This one here, I don't even remember where it was, but this one here was the Temple of... It was the jungle one. That's how I remember it, the jungle one. This one's the Temple of the windy one. But where was the water one? You shouldn't feel guilty, a true fan or friend understands. Um, I agree. I agree. However, Romanian society works a little bit differently. I feel like we are very behind still on this whole mental health thing in general, and people here don't really understand what, let's call it, mental disability looks like, that sometimes you can't do things no matter how much you want to do them. They don't understand such concepts. My family often doesn't either, but you know, I'm slowly trying to educate the people that I know have the potential to understand in my life. But you are very much correct that we shouldn't feel guilty about that. It's feeling guilty is a hard thing, right? Because It's such a normal emotion, especially for those of us that are raised in these environments that teach us to always be mindful of other people's needs first. Um, but yeah, it's not a healthy way to go about things for sure. I am working on that sort of. I'm trying, but guilt is something that I really struggle with, really struggle with. Um, does anyone know where the Temple of the Waves is? I should look it up. Let me look it up very quickly. Temple of the Waves. Oh, it's the one at Phoenix Falls. Got it. Okay, it's the one in Kilima. I thought it was in Bahari, but nope. Not home. I accidentally clicked it. I understand I try not to promise my girls anything for that reason, and it's top center Kilima. Thank you. Thank you. And that is such a good way you're going about it. That's such a good way. Because if you can do it, you will. We always do what's important to us if we can, but sometimes we're just, not able to as much as we want. Beat me to the answer. I just Googled it very fast because um, I don't remember. I did all these temples, but I don't remember where some of them are. I think it would be handy to have like a marker with like an element on the map, wind for gales. Like it would be handy for me. It is likely that many people remember where they are. Maybe they did them a bit more recently, but okay, there we go. I have both markers here. Easy peasy. I think I can I mark the quest itself? Either way, I know where they are. Let's go there. So this is Hodari's, I'm hoping, pin quest. It's either his pin or his friendship quest. It's a quest that I got in the mail. And I forgot to check Tamala's, but we will after this. Where'd the markers disappear? How strange. See, I don't, now that I got closer, I don't see them on the compass anymore. Let's see. So the first entrance was... don't remember, let me see. Okay, it should be the second, the door one. Okay, so where do I meet Hodari? Is he supposed to be in here? Oh yes, okay. He appeared, he appeared. Let's see what this is about. No idea how they made this. Ain't like it's infused with flow or anything. Diana, oh, I didn't see you approach. I didn't mean to startle you. Ain't your fault, I was just distracted. I never mind you stopping by, darling. It's so cute how he calls me darling. Mentioned in my letter, but Gina asked me to come check out this temple. Seems she's petitioning the Institute to open the place up as a historical site. So I'm here to make sure it ain't gonna crumble apart on everyone's heads. Was planning on stopping by your place after work, but I'm glad you came. Let me just put my tools down and I'll meet you by... What's wrong? I forgot to bring the food I packed us. I was so busy thinking about seeing you today that I must have left it on the counter. You like me that much? That is so cute. I'll say, that is so cute. I'm a fully grown man who forgot the whole reason for asking you here. Wouldn't call that cute. My man, Hodari. I have ADHD. You put the word forgot in any sentence and I will understand. To not worry about that. It's great meal I've made for us today, though. For fat lot of nothing with a side of nothing for dessert. Sorry, Diana. I could see what I can forage. Did see some mushrooms and spices around here. That might just work. If you can rustle up some food, I'll get the fire started. Always keep a bit of flint on me just in case.
The
Nice.
gym will miss you
An
too.
impromptu picnic in this temple. Okay, so I'm assuming that I need to get out of here and forage some stuff. Maybe if I've picked fish. Is it possible to fish in here? Also, I just saw that chest. So let me go get it. There we go. Okay, hopefully there are mushrooms and spices. You're a very ambitious person, but sometimes you don't always have fuel for that engine of yours. Yeah, I want to get a lot done. Yes. And I am not good at understanding how much I can legitimately do. It's like a system that never corrects itself. I'll make my to-do list very long every day. And there is no day in which I'm like, maybe we should cut out half the list because that's how much was realistic next time. Oh no. My brain is like, no, this time it will work. Yeah. I have made some adjustments though. I've started to adjust a little bit, but I'm not, how do I say it? I became better at acting once I feel like I'm getting a little bit fatigued, but I'm still not good at preventing it. I need to work on prevention. And as a matter of fact, where am I going? Let me see what the quest says. Oh, yeah. Do one of the following. Forage for 4. Oh, inside the temple. Oh, I need to go back. Yeah, I was gonna say that, in fact, I am... My plan is, in the upcoming period, to start going to therapy. I've been in therapy before, but not since I got diagnosed with ADHD. And I would like to start therapy with a therapist who is specialized in neurodivergence, so that they can understand me better and that we can work together better. And this is one of my goals, because I'm a person who works on themselves a lot. And I've come to realize that if I can't do something, it's not for lack of trying or will, it's because I need help in order to get there. So I definitely need help in this whole preventing burning out from day-to-day stuff. Like, I've gotten a lot better. My burnout used to last for weeks and months. Nowadays, it's just days at a time. So I've come a long way. However, I still need to, you know, get better at many things, including the guilt thing and everything. I also need help in therapy with that. You know, it's one thing to know in theory what you're supposed to be doing. I was trained as a therapist. I know in theory what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's another to work with a therapist you trust that guides you and motivates you to do those things that you often find very hard to motivate yourself. And sometimes they can identify challenges much better than we can. So I won't see that, hey, it's not working because of this, but they can see that way more easily sometimes. But then again, I will say this, many neurodivergent people have been in therapy and they felt like it's not helping them. And I think that is because they are not in therapy with neurodivergent specialized therapists. I think that's very, very important for people who are neurodivergent. And hey, actually my biggest recommendation is to go to a therapist that is themselves neurodivergent. That is the best thing. To-do lists are my enemy, I know. I'm just at the mercy of the day. I wish I could plan my weeks out, but the most I plan is a day ahead. I know exactly what you mean. I have attempts to plan my weeks, but it never works out, ever. Week plans never work. It's like you said, it's not I plan for the day, so I tend to do my plans in the morning for the same day. That is the only thing that I can do, and it works to the extent that I can get some of the things done on the list. I find I need to pay bills right as they come in, or I forget about them right. I can imagine. See, that is one thing I feel so lucky I don't have to worry about because I live with my parents and they pay the bills. But I'm dreading, well, I'm looking forward to living independently, but I'm also dreading this part. The small things that you need to remember. However, I trust Mark. I trust that if we're two people, it's a higher chance that those things will get remembered because I wouldn't rely on myself, honestly. Oh, I wouldn't. Um, I feel like I have two modes. One in which I forget everything, and one in which my brain almost goes into the opposite mode, where in order to not forget, I start to worry about those things a lot. And that's not any better. Because I will remember them, but I will be hella stressed in the entire process, so no. I need to see if there's a way to automate bills. Is there a way? Like through some apps maybe or something where you can just make it easier on yourself to pay bills? I have no idea. But I think I'm gonna look into that when I get to that point. Man, remembering especially these small things. The smaller the thing, the easier it is to forget for me. If it's something really big and important, okay, never mind. I can forget about that too, never mind. Scratch that. Anything that you can forget about, I can forget about it. With ease, even. No. No, no, no. Okay, where do we find the mushrooms? Where are the mushrooms? I wouldn't be surprised if I passed by them. There is autopay, but you're not 100% trusting of it. Oh, I see. So it can like bug out or glitch out and cause problems. Look, one mushroom. Do I need to find 3 more, I think? Where are the rest of the mushrooms? Okay, let me go up the stairs again. Okay, nothing here. Yeah, you wouldn't trust the autopay either, especially if it came to something like rent or car payments. I see, okay. So they're not very... it needs to bug out one time and then you're in big trouble. I see, okay. Okay. Well, see, then it's like It's trouble either way because I have to choose between either I forget to pay or I risk bugs. I'm not sure which one's better. Agreed. I think I'll go with the third option, which is trusting Mark. To no, I'd find a system. When I'm there, I would find a system. Probably something, putting it in my calendar, having alarms, some variations of these so I can remember. Okay, I think I need to get back to the other side because I don't see any more mushrooms, but then I forgot how do I get to the back to the other side? I forgot. I forgot how this entire temple works, especially since they switched it up. There's one more room here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There can be mushrooms in here as well. Okay, there aren't. But I can take this to go up. You just pay as soon as it comes in the mail. Ah, that's good too. That's such a good idea. That really decreases the chances of forgetting, for sure. Okay. That is the third one. I think I saw another one on this side. Somewhere? Where did I see it? Where are you, mushroom? Oh, there we go. I don't think that's a mushroom, but I see something, so I'm just gonna... What is that? It's a blue shiny pebble. Okay. I will take it. Okay, I accidentally found the chest too. I love finding chests like that. Okay, let me go back. No, this isn't back. Wait. Here. Here. Oh. No, I need to take this. Oh. Okay, navigating temples is officially very confusing for me, but... How can I get even higher? Maybe I didn't wait enough? Wait. Let's see. There we go, I knew I could get higher. Okay, let me check for mushrooms in here. No mushrooms. How many more do I need? 4. They are hard to find. Is there any chance I missed one? At least one on the other side? Are they all in here? Yes. So it says they're inside the temple. Can I even glide over to him? I can. Okay, wait. I get a chance to see if there is any mushroom here. There we go, the third one. Just one left. And the fourth one is here. They were in here. Someone asked, how do I get further into Temple of the Waves? Oh boy. I don't remember how you unlock the whole of it.
The tumor's been talking about you.
I brought the ingredients. Just when I think you can't impress me anymore, you go and do something like this. You asked me, Hodari. Honestly, when you first came to town, I wasn't so sure you'd hack it out here. It ain't like fancy city living where everything's provided. But I'll be the first to admit how wrong I was. It takes a special kind of person to turn a failed date into an impromptu feast. This was a date? Come on, it was a date. And what else do you like about me? Some of these options are so interesting. Like, weird. I think you're pretty special yourself. Yeah, it takes a special kind of fool to set up a lunch date, then forget all the lunch. Anyways, looks like the food is done. Here. I always keep a packet of spices in my back pocket for emergencies, so it shouldn't taste too bad. Um, I'm glad we got to spend time together. Me too. I know we're both busy, but I'll always take some time for you. That is very sweet. Thanks, Anna, and I don't just mean for saving our date. I like spending time with you. Find myself looking forward a little more to each day lately. I'd better get back to work, but this was nice. It
The
was
gym
very
will
nice.
miss
I
you
love this
too.
quest. Okay, I think this officially puts Hodari as the second for me after Hassian. I think officially Reth is number 3. All right, let's also go home. I can do it from here so that we can see what Tamala's quest is. I was hoping that this quest would give me the pin, but it didn't yet. I think I might have to progress him all the way to 4 then. Dear Diana, so I've thought of a way you can finally make up for that terribly disappointing silver wing egg accident. I need to make it up to her. This is one hell of a toxic relationship, isn't it? Stop by my chateau to receive your next task. Dear Diana, I was growing worried about you, darling, so I made you this charm. It should ward off anything nasty out there in the woods, as well as unwanted admirers. We we wouldn't want anyone harming my favorite pet, would we? I would not place that in my house, ever. Who knows? Who knows what she placed on it? What sort of charm or curse or something? Someone could get killed. No. She is as bad as Eshe. I would argue she's even worse. I mean, Eshe is sort of arrogant, but Tamala is just something else. I don't know. And Eshe at least isn't romanceable, so she gets away with that. Kenley is the one that has to suffer, not us. So, but no, Tamala is just. Oh, I don't like her. I do not like her. I like her even less after romancing her. Also true. Oh, God forbid, I don't want to. Okay, there we go. The tea is safe. The keyboard is safe. Better said. Um, just deposit everything for now. Oh, we have more than 3K space to go. Definitely dump it all in there until we reach crisis again with storage space. Okay, let's go talk to Tamala and see what sort of challenge where she's trying to kill us she has devised. Let's see. And while we're on the way, I think I will check my list again and see what other question did I write down. Let's see. Okay. So I wrote down if you could open your like a cafe or a place where people can gather with like no restraints, what theme would it have? Um, what would I go for? I think I would like one of two things. Either an escape room. We don't have that in my city. Like a fantasy RPG escape room. Or a cat cafe. I know cat cafes are, much more common, but not where I live. I don't I don't even know if we have one in Romania. Corgi Cafe? Hey, that's so original. That's a very original take, but it would also cost you an arm and a leg. We did say no restraints though, so you are on theme. But just saying, if anyone wants to actually implement it, that would be hella expensive. Hey, if I opened like a cat cafe, I would definitely adopt strays from the shelter, not just because it's not not because it's cheaper, but because I feel like it's a mutually beneficial thing for the cats as well, and because they're also sturdier, much less prone to any sort of disease. I think it's a win-win all around. But corgis are cute. That is very cute. Can you imagine like 4 or 5 corgis at the same time all asking you to throw them the bowl so they can fetch it? Because corgis love playing. Well, most of them. Not all corgis are the same, obviously, but that would be so adorable. It would be cute. It would be very cute. Jesus, my hair is so... I'm out of my hair mask and it's been very dry. Okay. She's not in here? Quick, how can I how can I cause some chaos in here? Do I jump on the bed? Do I okay, setting fire would be a bit extreme. Let's not. But something. How can I cause some damage? No, okay.
If it isn't my favorite paramour.
So, darling, it has come to my attention that my beauty cream could use an extra ingredient, namely the frost drop lilies that only grow at the top of Mount Kilima. It's a month-long journey, and only 10% of those who attempt the trek survive. See, I knew she was gonna try to kill me, I'm telling you. That's the end goal. But you're up for the task, aren't you? No. Wait a cycle. Are you actually saying no to me? Yes? Well, well, well. It seems you grew a spine, but lost a paramour. You and your newfound self-worth can go and leave me in peace. Okay. And then I flirt with her, as if it never happened.
Oh. How did I survive so long without...
And now I have to wait to hear from Tamala. What a drama-full relationship. I'm not sure I'm such an introvert. Maybe a calm, quiet cafe with beanbags that we can meet other introverts. Hey, that's a very good idea. Please add tea in there. And I come. Because if you only have... Oh, wait, you said beanbags you meant the things that you sit on. I don't know why my brain immediately thought of coffee beans when I read that. I was like... But that sounds great. That sounds great actually. And it could have like very, you know, either sounds of nature as, you know, soundtrack, so it's like quiet but soothing. Or something like meditation music. Hey, that would be great. But yeah, I don't think I could survive running my own cafe. I don't think that's realistic at all. I wouldn't be there a lot of the time, but you know, I like the concept. I suspect we're probably gonna have to wait for like a day to hear from her. So let's see the other quests. Oh, okay. I'm going back to Seafood to reach level 4 with her. I love that that idea. Have sleeper beds to recharge. Wow, that's a good one too. Yes. Yes. It would be lovely because there are so many places that, you know, are mostly hubs for extroverted people. I love the idea of having just a space that would attract introverts. It would definitely be easier to make friends as well. I've had extroverts as friends before. It's not like all of my friends are introverts, but they need to be extroverts that sort of understand that being introverted is not a character flaw, because many people tend to see that as a character flaw, and it's not. It's not at all. It's just a different way that a brain can be, and as long as I think we appreciate our differences, we can definitely get along very well together. Um, Let me go to Kilima village. Okay, Sifu. She's quite close. Let me catch her. She's probably going... Is she coming from her house or is she going home? Oh, she's going home. Need to run to catch her. I love this person's name, Yuri of Jorvik. I have a feeling that's
I've
very
got some new
Viking.
stuff you'll like.
Even the most cunning hunter needs a helping hand once in a while, you hear me? If you ever need help, all you have to do is ask.
Huh? Ah. See you later.
Sifu, you can't tell me you haven't leveled up now either. What the? I don't even see... There's nothing missing from that bar. What? What is going on? Where did the missing part go? What do you mean I'm not at level 4 yet? You can't say that. Look at the bar. Oh boy. Okay, one more day. You got mail? Could it be from her? Okay. Could it be that I'm... Okay. Ooh, saved. Let's see if it is. But since I'm here, I mean, I'll forget about Einar. Hello, Tish.
Oh, you look so cute today. Oh,
I'll just
you
skip
always
skip
make me
her.
feel like a princess.
Okay. He's so easy to forget, poor Einar. Yes, he is. Poor Einar. Oh. Oh, no. And he is a very cool concept, honestly. He is. But it's just very hard to level up. Very hard to understand the romance behind it. Could be better. But he's a great fishing buddy.
You
That
are
he is.
looking very alive today. Please continue.
Okay, let me
until our
check.
next conversation.
How many days would Einar be? Maybe like 5. Ooh, it's like 5 days. Boy. I knew I could have gotten him closer. But I just didn't have the time to log in more than this. I'm hoping his end quest is good. I really do need to buckle down and finish him. Yeah, I don't even want to imagine how long it's gonna take me to get him from 3 to 4. Like, I don't wanna... Ooh, that's gonna be quite something. Okay, let's go home, read the mail. See what Sifu has to do. Oh, and there's someone in my plot as well. I think that I'm gonna get everyone. So after we get all the pins, I think I'm gonna get everyone uber close to 4, and only then am I going to do the level 4 stream, so that it's not quite as disorganized as until now. Um, go home. How far off the aquarium are you, or did you already get it? I got it. I got it. I got it. But if you remember, we discovered that I can't put the fish in the big aquarium. The fish that are starred go into small aquariums. So I kind of lost interest a little bit with that discovery, even though it is pretty. So did he do it? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Did he give you a pin? Oh, I didn't receive any pin. Oh, what's he even doing? I know he likes you, like a lot. If he hasn't handed one over yet, he's probably still working on it. Okay, I'm gonna do some snooping. I'm gonna go do some snooping. Don't tell him I talked to you, okay? I bet he wants to keep it a secret. But I promise it's definitely coming, even if I have to bug him myself. That's so cute. I love that she's on my side. It feels so good. I have a personal spy in Hodari's life. Dear Diana, so I've been doing some thinking about our little disagreement, and well, I think my words are best heard in person. Come see me at your availability. I have a little gift for you. Oh my god. Should I be scared? Hey darling, saw these out in Bahari and thought of you. I ain't usually got time for foraging, but I thought I'd try it out. Anything you like must be something worth doing after all. Nice. Plus, I owe you for bungling lunch so bad. Maybe this'll help make up the difference. That's so sweet. Thank you, Hodari. Okay, let's go talk to Tamala as well. I'm afraid. Is she gonna try to poison me or something? Especially since she seemed oddly not angry. So I'm even more worried than usual because she was like, "Come at your convenience." I'm panicking. I'm sweating. At my own convenience? What do you mean? That doesn't sound like a Tamala thing to say. At my convenience. Okay, let's see. Is it because I jumped on her bed? I knew she would find out. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see what she has to say.
I admire your uniqueness.
Every time I see your face in you, I feel like we're meeting for the first time. Yeah, put the muddy footprints all over the bed for her, I will. I'll find something that smells and hide it under a carpet or something. You have something to say to me? Well, yes, I was thinking about how I felt after you turned down my request, and I discovered that well, how shall I put this? I liked it. What? You want someone who stands up for themselves? Is that it? Hey, that is a great thing, I think. It's a very healthy thing to want a partner that can stand up for themselves. But why communicate that in such a toxic manner instead of just I don't get it, whatever. You want someone who stands up for themselves. Well, it turns out yes. I got so used to seeing others as a means to an end, I forgot what it was like to be around someone I respect. Oh. I have to admit that I've grown very fond of you. This baffles me. I didn't expect that. And it's not that I do like it. It's just I don't quite know if she knows what respect is. Like, you're telling me you respect me, but then you treat me like that? What? What? Mm, Something doesn't compute. Okay. I have to admit that I've grown very fond of your company, not just as something nice to have around the house, but as potentially as something more. As a partner? I wouldn't go quite that far, but
Oh.
I've begun to see you as a companion. I'm not a pet anymore. We've graduated, guys. Yay! Bring out the fireworks. I've begun to see you as a companion. I haven't had someone I look at that way in quite some time. When we Majiri find someone we fancy, we make them a gift that they can wear to indicate, how do I put it, a desire to make that companionship more official. If you would consider wearing this pin, it would make me quite pleased. No. No way. And if you don't, well, I don't think you'd like seeing me displeased. I'm
Are
not
you
wearing
just
your
going
pin,
to
Tamala.
leave
Just
me like this?
goodbye. I can't break up with you because I need to experience level 4 romance too, but well, that's nice of her, I guess. Well, Mark, see, you said that you were most interested in the Tamala romance. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? Is she up to your expectations? Okay, so the rest of the quest. Hmm. We didn't have a message from Sifu, did we? No, okay, not yet. Alright, then let me think. Did I gift Subira today? I think I did. Visually, I like her, but her personality is just do what I say or I'll be mad. Yes, that's a pass from me, Ryan. I like her too visually. I think she has a very interesting character model. So I like her a lot in that way. And I like the witchy vibes a lot. But yeah, I can't stand her personality. And you know that I don't mind necessarily possessive women in media, so characters. Of course, I don't mean being in an actual relationship with someone like that, but I just mean as characters. I don't necessarily mind writing a character like that, but not like this. Not the way Tamala is written. One of my favorite characters, possibly my favorite character of all time, is Yennefer of Vangerberg, a character from The Witcher, who is also a very possessive woman that let's say she's very headstrong and has a very strong will, but different vibe, different nuances there. So okay, what can we progress? What can we do? I'm thinking. I didn't expect to be like out of quests for this. But we do need to wait for one more day so I can get the Sifu quest and everything. And I'm thinking that Najuma will get back to me as well. I think that is going to happen too. I guess we just go around hunting stuff we find. Um, maybe bugs, just randomly getting some things. Until the next day when we can actually you know, what's the word? Progress the villagers. In the meantime, let me check my list. Oh, well, since I brought that up actually. I have a question that is very much in line with what we have been talking about, so I'll ask that one. What's your favorite fictional character? It can be from any media. It can be books, it can be shows, series, games, any media of your choice. I stick to my answer. Yennefer is... It's hard to pick a single character that I love, right? It's very hard, but she is the first thought that I get. The first character that pops into my mind. Kermit the Frog? Really? Wait. Expand on that, please. Why? That's a very unusual answer, I think. And I love it. I'm curious to know more. Kermit is awesome. What did I just see over there? Or perhaps I just thought I saw something? No, okay, I didn't. I don't know what I thought I saw. Up there? Miss Piggy. I liked Miss Piggy a lot when I was a kid. I had like a plushie toy with her. Okay, no judgment, Edward from Twilight. No judgment whatsoever. There are so many good characters to love, so... See, I only watched the movies, and I don't remember a lot, because it's been a while. What is it that you like about Edward? Is it... Let me think if I remember anything about him from the... But I haven't read the books, and I've heard the books are really good at, like, describing the characters in a way that maybe didn't... 'Cause I don't remember if that came across in the show or not. I've watched them... When did I watch them? A few years ago, so it's been a few years. I don't remember that much. I remember that her name was Bella. I think. I hope I'm not wrong about that. But yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember much. He's pretty funny, and he even though he's a hand puppet, he can be pretty expressive. Yes, he is. He definitely is. I think, what did I want to say? I forgot my thoughts. You like all things vampires, but the fact he just wants to love her for eternity, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. So he has, like, his main motivation is to be with her. He prizes that the most. That is very sweet. I think, I never understood why, you know, whenever something gets really popular, it starts having, like, a lot of haters, quote unquote, because people find out about that. But I never quite understood the hate that Twilight got at some point, because the movie wasn't, it wasn't bad. I don't think it was bad. And I've heard the books are even better, so... And yeah, regarding Kermit, I think it was such a... It was pretty revolutionary, wasn't it? At its time. To be that expressive and tell stories like that, and it works. It works so well. It's such a good medium. I think there are so many ways to write characters that where people can really relate with them. There are so many different flavors, so many, just so many ways of doing it. but you just gotta be able to evoke emotions, I think, through the way you write the characters. I understand people's hate on the surface. On the surface, it does look like a toxic relationship. Oh, is that what they're saying? See, I don't remember the details yeah. I mean, okay, truth be told, sometimes we read about something in a book and we can really vibe with it, but it doesn't necessarily mean we'd want the same thing in a partner. Since I brought up Yennefer, she has quite a toxic relationship with The Witcher. Quite significantly toxic. The type of relationship that you wouldn't wish onto your best friend, let's say. But that doesn't mean it's not very well written, and you can still connect with it in many ways. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't have to translate in real life for us to be able to connect with it and love it. It's a work of fiction, and it can be loved as such. So truth be told, I wouldn't want that IRL, but vampires aren't real. That too, although hey, it would be cool if they were. But some things we can borrow from there, put them in real life. But wait, maybe it would be a bit dangerous to live. Wait, I didn't think that through. Scratch that. No. But yeah, it's just you find many tropes in fantasy and in other genres that you wouldn't necessarily want IRL, but it doesn't mean they're not super cool. And is it just me, or when I read a book that is 100% realistic, I'm not interested in that? It's almost as if, why would I want more of real life? I know I am a bit, like many people love books that are nonfiction. Sometimes I do too, but if it's nonfiction, you have to present me with something that's a bit out of the ordinary, so to speak. Because if you just give me ordinary stuff, why would I read that? I can just live life. That's how I see it. But I can understand if people don't see it like that. There are so many ways, so many things you can appreciate in a book. It's not just if it shows you something extraordinary. The love concept would be nice if it was real. Right, so I didn't mean to fall. The main idea behind their connection and everything. See, this is a very interesting thing because maybe books can sometimes help us figure out what we want in connecting with other people, because we'll read about it and we'll be like, hey, it would be so nice to have this. So you can like extract tiny bits of knowledge, I guess, about yourself just by reading something. Never thought about it in that way before. I don't know what I'm looking for, by the way. I'm just walking around. Oh, look, a bright shroom. I'll pick it. I guess we're just waiting for time to pass so that we can progress the quest and everything. I could do a little bit of hunting. Let me go back to the beach. Maybe I can find some more snails. I like the snails. I like that they're easy to see. So they're not very tiring to hunt for. Yeah, but it can be dangerous as well. I think it puts too much pressure on the potential match with too many expectations. You're right. I guess that's the, you know, the other side of it, where if people don't realize it's unrealistic, then it can be really bad. Yeah. I also guess though that sometimes even social media is enough to do that. Like, people do expect a little bit too much and almost look for like what they think is perfection in a relationship, or that doesn't exist. So yeah, for sure. Perhaps it can also feed some tropes sometimes. For example, you constantly find this trope in books where either the man or the woman are sort of cold on the outside. Think Hassian. Um, but like very soft-hearted, but like they seem rough and maybe a bit aggressive. And I feel like that trope can be great. Hey, I love Hassian. He's my favorite romance in Palia. But in real life, you don't really find it as such. Like people who will be neglectful or abusive towards you won't suddenly turn warm and oh my god, they have such a big heart and everything, you know? So I think it can be dangerous at times when um people don't look at it realistically. I think Hassian works because he is well written, not to an extreme, but for example, Tamala does give me that very toxic vibe, very toxic relationship vibe. Abusive. I think abusive is truly the word. People don't change that easily, exactly. They don't. If they don't respect you from the beginning, they won't just warm up to you and respect you. Um, so yeah. And at the same time, I feel like it's very important to recognize that people can make mistakes and they can hurt you without it being necessarily intentional. So it's important to humanize them as well. Um, and I guess allow for mistakes in human relationships. But that's not to say it's okay for people to hurt us. No, if it hurts us, they gotta work on changing that. But yeah, it's a very nuanced topic, I feel like. I'm really, really hoping I can soon go back to reading fantasy. That is my hope. Um, I don't even know what to start with. There are so many great book series out there. Oof. So much to choose from. Unfortunately, not a lot of time that I can dedicate to that. And also budget is a bit limited. And fantasy series tend to be massive. Who knows how many book per series? The books themselves tend to be more on the more expensive side. I've been thinking about getting a card at my local library, but they don't have a lot of books that I'm interested in. Because fantasy is quite a niche that not all libraries will, you know, they won't adequately look for all the books to have, all the big books even. But I can give it a try, see what I can find. This was so much fun. I hope we do more of this, but I hear giggles, so they woke up. Well, I need to go get breakfast for 4 hungry teenagers. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, and thank you so much for being here. It was so much fun. Thank you for a great stream. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Chick. And have a lovely rest of your day. Hope it doesn't drain you too much. Taking care of teenagers can be intense. And 4. Even 2 can be intense, let alone 4. Okay, so it's 5:30 in game. Let me check what is the real time. We are nearing the end of the stream. I will have to change the title, won't I? I clickbaited people again. This is just because I'm so bad at planning. 'Cause in my brain, I have time for all of that, but in reality, I don't. So I will have to change the title into something like working towards. I don't know how I named it. Maybe if I did name it like working towards the pins, it's fine. But if I named it something like getting the rest of the pins, not fine, because we didn't get... Well, you got some pins, right? No. I didn't get a single pin today. Oh no, never mind, I got one. Tamalas. I got one. But it's still clickbait because it's pins plural in the title. I was hoping that I would have time to get, you know, Einar's I didn't know for sure, but I thought I would get Hodari's and Hassian's as well. But turns out we need a bit more time for that. Maybe if the stream was 3 hours as per usual, we would have had time. I think we still might have time to get maybe one more. Perhaps. Let me get some silver, because I will need it for silver ingots in the future. Might as well, since we have some downtime. Are you leaving at exactly in exactly 15 minutes, Mark? Because I'm thinking that is probably when I will switch over to Twitch so I can do my sacred stream as well. So here's the thing. I told myself that I'm not gonna neglect one platform for the other, and that is not my intention. Which is why I will make it up and do an extra 1 hour for YouTube. It's just that I made this promise. So when I streamed it, I think I streamed it on like Wednesday. I promised that I would return on either Thursday or Friday, but because of how I felt, I couldn't do the Thursday or Friday stream, and I feel bad because I made that promise. So I want to, you know, at least stream today, even if it's a little bit on there, like 1 hour and a half, max 2 hours. But I will make it up to like with the paleo streams as well. I will add 1 hour to one of the streams. When I'm able to, probably after this whole fatigue thing ends, because I cannot take on more responsibilities or add to what I already have until I get to rest a little bit and recharge my batteries. But once I do, I should be able to put that hour somewhere. Probably in a Saturday stream. So I'm gonna try to make perhaps next Saturday stream an hour longer. I think that is the plan. Hopefully things work out and that can happen. Let's see. It's not a promise. I'm trying to learn not to make rigid promises anymore, but I can promise that I will try. Okay, let me get the copper around here, and then I will check to see what other questions I wrote down, so that we can do one more question. My inventory is full. No. Why? Oh, but if I return to the housing plot now, fine, let's do it. If I return now, I'm not gonna be able to return when I get the mails from the villagers. Oh well. Can you believe that I still have a bit of tea left? But it is better for today, even though I much prefer warm tea in general. I was so warm when I started the stream. It's good that I'm drinking it cold this time. So Tamala's pin goes in there. There we go. These are all the pins we have at the moment. And let me just sell these extra things. I can sell the coral, I think. I'm keeping some of the fish because, actually, let me keep one stack. The rest I can sell. Keep the heat root, sell that. Keep the ginger, and let me open these oysters. Are we getting a pearl? There we go, a pearl. Okay, I will take it. I can sell it. I don't really need money for anything, to be fair, but I guess it's always good to have some on hand because you never know what they're gonna add to the game. And then I'm gonna be happy that I have gold to buy it with. Okay, let me look at my list. Okay, so I wrote here, your ideal computer space would include... What would your ideal computer space include? So if you would think about doing like a PC setup, if you will, you can either think of a component or you can think of something that you would like to have in the space so you can feel as comfortable as you can be. For me, I think I need to buy some stimming toys. I don't really a computer. That is the best answer. It should include a computer. You are right, Mark. A good computer even, right? Let me add to that. Yes. I fully agree with you. It should include a computer. You're so silly sometimes, and I love you for that. Well, mine would yeah, include stimming toys. I need to buy them. Because right now when I need something to fidget with, stim with, I just play honestly with random stuff on my desk. What is happening to my voice? Is dying. It is dying. Will I even be able to do my sacred stream? I don't know. But yeah, I tend to play with random stuff like this tissue packaging thingy. I don't know what you call it. Um, anything I have at hand. My lip balm. So I think I would like a dedicated object to play with, such as there is something called a Nido cube, and I wanted to get it from the UK, but it wasn't available when I was there. It wasn't in stock. It's just like this cube thingy that you can mold and play with. I really want to try it. It just looks so satisfying when I see it. And I think I would like to have, I don't even know. See, I would have to see pictures, but I do love cozy PC setups a lot. I love them. So my ideal PC setup doesn't really have strong lights or anything. It's more, it's just cozier in vibe. We'll have to see if it's in stock now. Yeah. When did I last check? Like a month ago? I don't think it was then, but I can check again. You could bring it over for Easter if it was. That would be such a good idea. I will check. I will make sure I remember to check. Or if you think you have a few minutes, could you please check it out yourself so we don't forget? Because I know I will forget. Who knows when I'll remember again, probably after you're here already. Then I'll be like, oh shit, I wanted to ask you for the Nido cube. Let me get the stone as well so that the copper can spawn in. I have a feeling that we're not gonna be able to work towards the other pins because we have like 5 minutes left. It's only 9:50 p.m. in game, so that means I don't think the mails arrive until either morning or like 12. So I don't think we stand a chance. And I will check to see if I clickbaited the title, and if I did, I will change it. Because I hate clickbait. I don't like it as a viewer, and I don't like it as a YouTuber, and I probably will have... Like, I will probably lose views because of that, but... It's fine. It's fine by me. I think it's in stock. I sent you the link. I'm not sure if it's the same one. Let me check. Let me check. Oh yeah, it's this one. It is. Yeah, it's the nice cube. Wow, they have a dream drop now. But no, it's a nice cube. You just need to, yeah, brand shilling. This is the one. They have the original. Because there are some knockoffs as well, but they are cheaper, so I don't trust them as much. But this is the original one. If it lets you pick the color, please pick blue. Blue. I love the blue one the most. Well, when you order it. I don't think you have the time to do that now, but should... Oh, yes, it's 4 minutes too. Well, I'm hoping that the next time we will really get all the pins, and let me think. So the next stream should be on Wednesday. That's when we will work on getting all the pins, and then I'll do my best to progress the romances, all of them, as much as I can towards 4. And if I get close to 4, next Saturday will basically be our last stream, our last romance-oriented stream. So the last stream in which we are working on the paleo romances, when we reach level 4 with everyone. I don't have time. I must go now. Thank you for the stream. And if you do that sacred stream, I hope it goes well. Thank you. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Talk to you later, and have fun. I love you too. Hope you really enjoy your time with your friend. And let's see if I'm able to do the stream. I probably will have to give my voice 10 minutes for it to just reset, because I So I was saying that I will get the syrup from my grandma, but I haven't had time. Well, I had time. I didn't have the energy to meet up with her this week when I was supposed to get it. So hopefully next week I'll be able to do that, and hopefully my throat will actually benefit from it for the streams. I will do a very quick summary when we get to my plot, so I can show you the pins that we got once again, and where we are with all the levels, in case you're interested in the progression. So the pins we have: Gel, Gina, Kenyara, Nayo, Reth, Tamala. Tamala's we got today, and Tish. If we look at the levels, I'm pretty sure the pins are almost on the way. They're so close. We're so close to getting both Hodaris and Hassians, because the requirement for Hassians is to get level 4 friendship with Sifu. And look at her. I'm missing. I don't even see uh, the bar that's missing. That's how little I'm actually missing from it. And then Hodari's, I'm not sure if we hit the requirement or not, because Najuma promised us that she will, snoop a little bit and check if he's working on a pin. So we should be close to getting Hodari's pin as well. And then the only one that's left is Einar, with whom I need to hit level 3. And his bar is moving extremely slowly. But I will get there for next stream, 100%, not a doubt. And then, who are we missing? Subira. So for Subira, from my understanding, her requirement is either level 3 or level 4 in friendship. So in case it's level 4, she will need more work. She's probably coming a bit later for us. But yeah, I got her to almost level 3. So that I did manage to progress her quite a bit. Because if you look at 2 streams ago, I had her at level 1. So quite a bit of progress, but it's still taking time. And yeah, that's what we'll be focusing on until we finish with the romances. Yeah. Thank you all so much for being here for this stream. I do hope you enjoyed the questions. Let me know if it's your vibe or if it isn't. I would also love to hear some feedback from maybe the peeps who think uh, it's not a good concept. And I hope it was enjoyable. I had a lot of fun, and I loved seeing, Mark and Chook aren't here, but I loved seeing their answers, because I just love to get to know you guys better. It's the best part about streaming by far for me. So thank you so much for allowing me to do that. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your days and weeks and weekends. Um, thank thank you to all the lurkers as well. It means a lot to me that you choose to spend your time in this stream, and know that you just being here supports me a lot. Even if you don't say a thing, it doesn't matter. It's great support, and never feel pressured to chat in my stream. You don't have to. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next stream hopefully. Bye bye everyone. I wait, one more thing, because I always drop the Discord link, but I almost forgot to do that. So let me quickly drop the Discord link for if there's anyone who wants to keep in touch with the stream schedule or with me off stream. This is the way to do it, or with the rest of the community, with Mark, with Chook, with anyone else. I will just drop you the link now. Let me retrieve the link. There we go. It should still work, hopefully. Where is my chat? There we go. So there is the link to the Discord. You just click it and it lets you join. And see you guys next time, hopefully. Bye bye.